Howdy. I'm the old retired guy, the ORG, and I'm here doing a little cooking. Gonna make a little Greek Mediterranean turkey burgers. You start with the ground turkey right there in the bowl, and then you add some herbs and spices. I got your oregano, cumin, and your smoked paprika. Toss it right in there. Then I take my salt, add that after. Put about just a little less than a pound of ground turkey in here. Don't want to have too much because there's only two of us at home. So that's what I mean. I'm the old retired guy. My wife's out working. And so when she comes home, she's going to have a surprise. She doesn't know that I'm cooking dinner. She doesn't know what I'm making. No guarantees you're going to get to see her surprise because she might not want to be seen on camera. But she's going to be surprised. All right, so then following all of that, take a little bit of your feta cheese. You toss that in there. The great thing about this recipe is you don't have to do a whole lot of measuring. You just kind of eyeball everything that's going on in there. And then I have some Italian parsley. And then you can also add some things to this that you dig, that you think might be really good in there. I'm adding a little homegrown basil in there. And so I'm going to take this and chop this up real small so that I can mix that into my mixture over here before I make patties. You take your ground turkey and you create some small patties that go into some pita, and I'll show you that here in a minute. You get to this point, you got some nice small pieces of green to put in there, gives it some nice color. And here's a fun trick, you gotta get some onion in there. So instead of dicing and slicing, you just grate it on an old school grater like this. And you get lots of fresh onion in there. You get the onion juices in there, mixed in there real well. Now another thing you can do, if you want, is you can add some breadcrumbs to your burger if you like, not if you don't. It might help soak up some of the fluid. Sometimes ground turkey's a little more filled with liquid in it than a ground beef is. And again, with the onion here, you can do that according to taste. If you like a lot of onion, you can put a little extra in there. That's going to be more than enough for two people. And then you got to get the all-important garlic. All right. Fresh is always better. You can buy the minced stuff, or you can put in some garlic powder if you like. But getting yourself some fresh garlic is going to be better. It's going to give it a little bit of pop, a little bit of zing in there. Now, the reason I started doing this was because I retired a year before my wife did. And then I would be at home while she was working and decided this would be a good way to spend some of my energy. Not only that, when she gets home, and she doesn't have to worry about it, and puts her in a pretty good mood. You know what I mean? So we just got to chop this up really finely here. So you don't want big chunks of garlic in there, but you want some really good garlic flavor. Looks about right.